Hello everyone, welcome back to Exam Key Point Dentistry. In today's video, we are going to learn a very important prosthodontic topic for BDS exam, Kennedy classification and Applegate rules. This topic is frequently asked in theory, viva and MCQs, so watch till the end. I will explain everything in easy English with a simple example. So what is Kennedy classification? So Kennedy classification is used to classify partially edentulous arches. It was given by Dr. Edward Kennedy, which is proposed these classifications in 1923. So it helps us to plan the removable partial denture, communicate easily with a lab and dentist, and understand denture design. So what are the classification? Class 1 is, it is a bilateral edentulous area located posterior to the remaining natural teeth. It means the teeth are missing on both sides of the back. So you can see in diagram the teeth are missing on both sides of the back. And if a patient has a no molar on left and the right side but a front teeth are present, it is a class 1. So this is also called bilateral freehand sandal. So it is also called bilateral freehand saddle. So this is a class 1. Now the class 2, it is a unilateral edentulous area located posterior to the remaining natural teeth. It means that the teeth are missing on only one side at the back. So if the right side molars are missing but the left side molars are the present, so it is a class 2. This is a unilateral freehand saddle. So this is a unilateral freehand saddle. Now the class 3, it is a unilateral edentulous area with a natural teeth anterior and posterior to it. It means the missing teeth in between the natural teeth. So you can see in diagram that there is a missing teeth in between the natural teeth, and if the first molar is missing but the premolar and the second molar is present, so it is a class 3. So this is a two supportive denture, which is most common type in exam. Now the class 4, it is a single but bilateral edentulous area located anterior to the remaining natural teeth. Means there is a missing front teeth which is crossing the midline. So you can see this is a midline. So the missing front teeth, there is a missing front teeth. So if all the incisors are missing but the posterior teeth are present, so it is a class 4. So here is an important point. There is only one anterior space and no posterior edentulous area allowed. Now Applegate modification, which is the addition classes. So class 5, it is a similar to the class 3 where the anterior abutment cannot be used for any support. So the edentulous area bounded anterior and posteriorly by the natural teeth, but in which the anterior abutment is not suitable for the support. So you can see this is a class 3. So here the anterior and while posterior teeth is present, but the anterior teeth we cannot use for the abutment because of it is weak, mobile and periodontally compromised. So this is come under the class 5th. Now the class 6. Class 6 is the edentulous area in which teeth adjacent to the space are capable of total support of the required processes. This denture hardly required any tissue support, and most of the removable partial dentures are tissue supported. So you can see here this is a teeth which is adjacent to the edenture space. They providing the complete support. They provide complete support and hardly any tissue support required. So this is a completely two supported denture. So this is a class 6th. Now the Applegate rules, which is very important for the exam. So let's understand Applegate rules which modify the Kennedy classification. So rule number 1. So rule number 1 is classification should follow rather than proceed extraction that might alter the original classification. So what does it tell? It tells the classification should be done after the extraction, not before. So you can see first diagram, this is a class 3, but after the extraction of this tooth it will convert it into class 2. So it shows the extraction can change the class. So it is always proceed the extraction before the classification. Okay. Now rule number 2, if the third molar is missing and not to be replaced, then it is not considered in the classification. So you see the third molar is absent here and it also here. So this is already considered in the classification. So this one is class 2. In Kennedy classification, this come in class 2. Okay. Now rule number 3, if the third molar is present and it is used as an abutment, then it is considered in the classification. So you see the third molar is present, there also, and we will taking the support from the third molar. So it is come under the class 3rd. Now the rule number 4, if the second molar is missing and is not to be replaced, then it is not considered in the classification. So you see this is the second molar is absent. Okay, so we do not take any support from the second molar. So it is, so we will classify into this class into class 2nd. Now rule number 5, the most posterior edentulous area or areas always determine the classification. So rule number 5 is the most posterior edentulous areas determine the classification, means the posterior space always decide the class. So you can see this, there is also space, one space, and there is second space is present. But in rule number 5, the posterior space always decide the class. So this is class 2nd. Okay. Now the rule number 6, the edentulous area other than those which determine the classification are referred to as modification spaces and are designed by their number. Suppose this, so in rule number 5 you see the posterior space always decide the class. So this is class 1, but the other than the space, they're like this space and this space, this is called modification. They are designed for modification, which are designed by the number. So there is one modification is present and 2 modification present, so it is mod 2. Like, so you can also see in first diagram there is class 3rd within one extra space, then it is called class 3rd and mod 1. Now the rule number 7, the extent of modification is not considered, only the number of additional edentulous area. So see in rule number 5 that the posterior teeth is determine the classification. So this is class 2nd. Okay, and the other than this is a modification. Okay, and the other than space, this is modification. So there are many teeth are absent. So the length or size is not important. We see there is only one space. So this is rule number 7. Okay, the extent of the modification is not considered, only the number of additional edentulous area. Now in rule number 8, there can be no modification area in class 4 because any additional edentulous space will definitely be posterior to it and will determine the classification. So class 4 cannot have modification, means the class 4th is considered when there is no space, when there is no additional edentulous area will definitely posterior to it. So means there is teeth is present, so it is considered class 4th, but there is teeth is absent, so it is not considered in class 4th. It is coming in modification. So it is the class 1 with a mod 1. Okay. So if you found this video helpful, please like and share and subscribe to my channel Exam Key Point Dentistry. Thank you for the watching. See you in the next video.